Hi, I've just come back from walking my dogs, 19th November 2013, and around 12 o'clock midday, and I turned a corner coming home to see a man halfway down the lane I was going up, and he was shouting, and I thought I'd better check him out because he's someone on his own shouting might be drunk or something. And so I looked at him closely and I recognised him as a neighbour of mine who had his dog with him, a big dog with him. And he set his dog on mine before. He leant over and gave it room on the lead to attack my dogs. There were a couple of spaniels and they were barking at it because it was going crazy at them. And his dog is a big bull terrier type, pit bull type. And he was trying, and on that occasion, his dog actually pushed mine over and bit it. And so he's actually made his dog attack mine once before, or let it, which is the same thing, really. And so anyway, this time, I mean, he must have seen me he must have almost like he was expecting me or something. It's weird, because he saw me really, really quickly, and I didn't see him until he was yelling at me. And he was yelling, swearing at me, calling me effing stupid. Saying, you know my dog attacks yours, and you know your dogs go for my dog. If your dogs pass my dogs, you pass me in this lane, my dog will attack your dogs. Your dog will attack my dogs. My dog will tear yours apart. My dog will this and that, and just yelling and screaming at me. Wait on the corner, he said. Go back there and wait on the corner. Nobody in the whole wide world obeys someone who yells at them that they have to do this or that. I'm not his servant, I'm not his slave, I don't know him. I don't want to know him, I'm not going to know him. I don't have to take orders from him. I don't have to go back anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere for him. I don't have to wait anywhere for him. He's not the king, he's not the queen, he's not the Queen of Sheba. He doesn't get to tell anybody what to do, and that includes me. I've got the same rights as everybody else. Nobody anywhere has to take the kind of trouble people want me to take. Nobody. And I'm not going to take it. He said, go back there, which would be about 10 feet, and stand on the corner and wait until he's passed. Nobody anywhere, ever, has to be treated like that, and neither do I. Anyway, the lane is a minimum of 8 feet wide. If he kept his dog close to him, and I kept mine close to mine, which of course I would, we'd easily have room to pass without them contacting. What he's saying is that if I passed him, he would let his dog have enough room to attack mine again. My dogs are on leads, as they are almost all the time. They're rarely ever not on the lead. Very, very close to home, literally outside the door. I let them off for a few seconds of sniffing round sometimes. They are never off the lead, which is where the attack happened last time, where I live. It was where I live. Out and about, they are never off the lead. And they weren't off the lead this time. His dog was on a lead. His dog could never, ever be off the lead because it's so aggressive, because he makes it like that. He's one of these people, most people who have these big dogs make them aggressive, and they shouldn't have them. Most of the people who have them shouldn't have them. Most of them make them aggressive, and that's what he's done with this one. So his dog was on a lead. So if his dog could reach mine in a lane where there's plenty of room, at least 8 feet, it might be 10 feet, it's at least 8 feet wide. If I kept my dogs close to mine and kept away from him, The only way his dog could reach them would be if he was letting it have room, coming over towards me and giving it room on the lead to attack my dogs. And that's what he was acting like. He was acting as if to say, if you don't be afraid of me and do what I say, I'm going to set my dogs on yours. And his dog is a very aggressive dog, which could cause them serious harm. So that's what was happening. That's what he was telling me. He was telling me, be afraid of me, or I'm going to let my dog attack yours. And it could have attacked me as well, obviously. If there was a melee and it was biting, it could well have attacked me. So he was basically saying, I'll set my dog on you if you don't go away and be frightened of me. And wait, not even walk away or go away or something, but wait. Like a service to him. Not just go away like I'm seeking my own interest, but wait. Do as he says. Wait till he's passed. You know, there's a definite feeling there of be obedient to him or he'll attack me. Or he'll set his dog on mine and on me. That was what he was saying. He was actually pretty much threatening. He was pretty much saying, really. He said, do you want to see? Do you want to see what happens? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see what happens if you pass me? You know my dog will attack yours. You know your dog will go for my dogs. You know your dogs will go for mine. You know my dog will attack yours. And I was thinking all the time, why? Why can't you just keep it close to you? Why does there have to be contact? Why can't you just avoid me and keep your dog close? Why should you have the whole lane to yourself? I bet you nobody else would be expected to let him or anyone have the whole lane to themselves. What next, the whole street? If I'm coming down the main street, do I have to go back off the main street so he can pass on the main street? That would be no more stupid. Where is he going to draw the line? Why don't the police deal with these people? They don't draw the line anywhere. There's an 8 feet, that was an 8 foot across lane. Plenty of room for us to pass without the dogs contacting. No need for anybody to wait. Nobody else would be made to wait like that. Nobody else gets treated like I do. No one else gets the weird treatment I get. And when I talk about it, people say, oh, that can't be true. That's too mental and weird. You must be mad. You're lying or insane or something. Nobody else gets this treatment. I've made a video of it. I made a video of the second half of it. I wasn't expecting trouble, so I didn't film him as I was coming round the corner. But hoping he wouldn't accidentally, on purpose, let go of his dog so that it could attack mine, and keeping an eye on him as best I could, I took out my camera and started to film him. Turned on the filming facility, the camera, and started filming him. So the second half of what happened is on another link, on another video that I've already posted. But nobody else would ever be treated like this. No one else gets this kind of insane treatment. There are people with small dogs around where I live, and they don't tell me that anybody's treated them like this. They don't say, watch out for that man with this or that dog. He was really horrible. He shouted at me in a lane to go back to the corner and wait for him to pass, or he'd set his dog on mine. Nobody says that to me. So why am I expected to? Why am I expected to do this? I've got 2 smallish dogs, both small spaniels. They're not aggressive at all. They might bark, but they're not aggressive. They don't attack. They don't hurt anything. And I wouldn't allow them to, and they're on leads anyway. So there was no trouble at all except what he was making. He wanted me to be afraid, and he was terrorising me. Terrorising me and threatening my safety and my dog's safety. I don't know if I should even bother to call the police. What's the point? They don't help. The council doesn't help. But I've got a bit of it on tape now. And you can see this man with a dog that is obviously very aggressive indeed and very dangerous, potentially. Very dangerous dog, certainly potentially. I mean, if it got you, it could be very dangerous. So why is nothing done about these people? I mean, I've got the second half of it on video. He says, the council know you're mad. He says that to me. Well, that just goes, that's proving my point. Right on camera, that someone who's obviously got a dangerous dog and an aggressive attitude, which the dog is learning to be aggressive from, is calling me mad and saying that the council thinks I'm mad, when he's obviously being mad because he expects me to go back and wait on a corner for him. Nobody else has to do that. Why should I? So I've got it all on tape now. The weird treatment I get, the fact that this man is either lying to the council and making them say things about me like that I'm mad, or that the council are also victimising me. Because if they say I'm mad, now I've got this on tape and can prove that this is the weird behaviour I get from people, then they're victimising me. Because I'm clearly not mad. I've got this proof now. People are trying to make me believe that I should be treated worse than anybody else and find it normal. The man was shouting at me, "It's common sense, love. It's common sense, love. Common sense that I be treated worse than anybody else. Common sense that I only in the whole world have to go back and wait on corners for people because I'm frightened I'll set their dogs on mine otherwise. Because they're telling me they will. Common sense that I should blame my little spaniels for barking at another dog that's obviously very aggressive. Of course they're going to bark at it. It's very aggressive. If they bark anyway, dogs do bark. My dog was attacked a couple of days ago, and I've got that video on YouTube now too. And the police said dogs do attack each other. I phoned them up and the policeman said dogs do attack each other. They're not interested in dog-on-dog attacks. And yet that man is expecting me to believe that my harmless spaniels, because they might bark a little, are attacking his dog. That's not attacking. That's a bit of barking. Barking isn't attacking. Barking is like speaking. He was attacking me by yelling and swearing at me. That's verbal assault and putting me in fear of assault. He was in effect threatening to set his dog on me and my dogs. So if the council think that my behaviour is mad because I don't want to be treated worse than anybody else, then they're victimising me. And he's proven that by saying on camera what they're like. I'm going to put the link in the description below. Please view if you want to. Thank you. Bye. I have to stop now because I wanted to say more, but the video is running out. Thanks. Bye.